And absolutely.
The idea, if it works, is to spend the first 2/3 of the film, I don't know, kind of cocking a very powerful bow with a very large arrow in it. And then the last third, we release it.
It just takes you on a ride right there. The whole film just takes off. A whole lot of... Go on without me! Do it! No! Let's move. Take the left. Take the left. A lot of that.
I forget, is it group knowledge or is it just Flurry's offhanded comment to somebody saying these were just foot soldiers, these were not the real guys?
Yes.
Or is it group knowledge?
It's group knowledge that you didn't get Hamza.
So we're sort of bittersweet.
Yeah, but at the same time, you all realize that's it. You got this is going to be called the bus, and you ain't going to get more. We'll fight another day. You have no problem going home.
You think everything is kind of being tied up with a bow. We're all on our way back to the airport. Our mission is kind of done. And instead, everything gets turned upside down. Literally, our car is turned upside down.
Everybody's a bit disoriented. Some of us are a little injured. Then within a short time, 15, 20 seconds later, we're being shot at.
My character gets kidnapped. He's very, very frightened. Little Adam Levitt probably soils his pants. We didn't cover that, but in my backstory, that's what happens to me.
We started planning the crash like a year ago. You know, it started with napkins and drawings and bars, you know, after drinking beer.
And we just go over and over and over what exactly we want to see. And we have these little toy cars we work with all the time.
On impact, this goes boom, right? This one goes boom. So this one's flipping this way, boom. This one's going this way. He's going in. So we got a camera on the bumper, Flurry POV.
Before we take the camera, we take other cars, not as expensive cars, but just cars of similar weight and size, and we test them. So the first test we were going to do was just test the speed relationship between the Mercedes and the Suburban coming up behind it, do a very small explosion on the Mercedes, and then have the car flip up and over the car. And the Suburban did this perfect flip. It was like a ballet. Completely came over the car, it landed back on its own wheels.
Can this be handheld? I don't care how rough it is.
It's not as rough as it's in the hot zone with parts flying.
Whatever your wide profile shot is, too, where you really see the... I think you should probably shoot down high speed to see
so that was
this guy up here?
We broke the whole sequence down into 4 pieces. Then we started talking, said, well, let's try and make it into just 2 events instead of 4 events. So we had to have a lot more timing and a lot more critical measurements to try and pull these functions off.
Is this bigger than the test? The one I saw in the test?
Yes.
Significantly bigger, isn't it?
Yes.
So this car is going to light up.
Disintegrate, not so much gas that you lose it.
Be a major explosion.
Yeah, so the parts come flying and scattering everywhere.
I see.
Yeah,
Cut it
it's all
up.
cut up, so big chunks will fly through the air, and fenders will fly through the air, and hoods will fly through the air. We had to run a trail wire so that that car would explode at the exact moment it reached its cable mark. At that exact same moment, the car behind it had a Canon, what we call a Canon, which shoots a pole down onto the pavement, which causes the car to lift, which causes the car to flip. There's the Canon. You saw the one test that made it flip end over end?
Yeah.
That's the Canon right there.
How's it going to flip? Because in the test it flipped so perfectly.
Right. Before we had the Canon dead center.
Yeah, you got it in an angle.
Now we've got it off to the one side.
So it should flip and spin, corkscrew a bit?
It should corkscrew a little bit. It should come off the side and head off towards the number 2 lane a little bit. And you see how reinforced it is so the car doesn't just tear in half. Otherwise, the back of the car would just tear off. And the rest of the car would sit there. Another car has to be coming in behind it, but it's too dangerous to have anybody in that car because the Mercedes is exploding, full doors are flying, and we could injure somebody or hurt them very badly. So we couldn't have anybody in that car either. So that car was completely remote control driven.
Essentially in the vehicle that we're going to drive by remote control, we have attachment that goes on the steering wheel, attachments that go on the pedals, and then in this vehicle we have a simulated steering wheel and pedals just like a video game, and we can drive one vehicle from the other one.
You got to keep your head in the other car because your natural reaction is to try to react to the car that you're in.
What we're waiting on right now is timing runs. We get all the vehicles in the line and do the timing. All right, guys, can we clear the road, please, for another timing run?
I need the car here with the cameras in it so I can make sure the cameras are facing the right direction for the explosion.
Tell me about this vehicle.
LS6, big block, tube chassis, mid-engine.
Mid-engine?
Engine sits completely behind the front axle, so it gives you a little better balance.
Nice. Can we take it to Vegas?
If you'd like to.
Where's the camera going to be?
Right there, remote camera.
What kind of gas mileage?
Probably about 8.
8?
Yep.
You get a lot of chicks in this car.
Daddy's going into position. Davo, take the cars to 1. We are going hot. We are going hot.
Come on now, baby!
Action!
They come.
Is that a cut? Good luck. Stay clear, everybody.
How's it feel?
My butt's letting us a little bit.
Oh, shit, that was gorgeous. I had, oh, man.
Well done.
Good work, good work.
Thank you.
They started towing the lead Suburban, my fucking heart just froze up. I'm like, and the timing was really good. The remote car was perfect, too. That thing was tight.
So far, the camera looks good. Just got to be able to dig it out of there and see what happens.
Oh, this is hot right here. This is really vicious. Jesus, play that shit!
Hey, let's see that camera. Yeah, that's...
Oh, I love that! Play that again? It's great. Is that thing remote operated? It's good operated. Woo! That was worth the wait, I gotta say. That was like Jimmy in 12th grade. It took me 2 years to get her.
And now you have to get another shot with our hero car where you're featuring the hero car instead of featuring the exploding Mercedes and the first Suburban. And you have to have good coverage of what our hero is doing during all of this.
So this is for the boom. That's the hero moment here.
So we reset up the crash on the ground, already stationary, exploded and burning, hung one car on a crane, which is supposed to simulate the flipping Suburban. Now we have a stunt-driven car as our hero car, not a remote control-driven car.
This is one of the Suburbans that we're going to use in the crash sequence. It'll be actually driven. You can see we've put in a fuel cell for safety purposes. There's a nitrogen accumulator rack here, which is fed into a 5-inch motor, which is located on the one side of the car, which will actually make the car go drivers down.
We blow the Suburban up in the air so it's burning again and drop it on cue. So as he's passing it, it misses his back quarter panel by 4 or 5 feet.
At what point are we detonating the dropping car and the bomb here?
75 feet before he hits that car, as soon as that car starts to move, that signals everything else. As he's coming through that, we have another cabled car over here on a tow vehicle that's traveling, and this car is wrapped with a cable, So it can snatch a continuous side roll at super high speed to fling by that car as he's coming through it.
Okay, boys, here we go. Stand by.
And action!
Ready, and action!
This car is being built to be located upside down with all the actors in it. The car is spinning and they will be sliding down the freeway. Take 2 forklifts, lift it off the ground, rotate it upside down while the actors are in it and strapped in, drop it, and go because they're not going to want to be on their head too long. What they're doing here is fabricating a center spin point, which is a block which will have a receiver tube go into it with a boom on it, which drives it down the freeway and spins the car.
The first time that they take us upside down, oh my God, I feel myself like I'm gonna die.
Whatever you do, don't put your hands outside the window. So like if you reach in here and you grab it and you got your hands on the floor, don't put them out here. Okay. Last thing you want to do is don't stick them out the window at all. Okay?
You have to have somebody designated inside the car to say, stop now, my seatbelt came loose, my arm's getting out the window. We need someone inside to be able to say that to our first units so that we can say, so our guy can stop and reduce the speed as quickly as possible.
And camera protection for camera crew for flying puke.
Yes, that's right.
They tried to frighten us before one day that not to eat too much and everything, but when we came, it was so easy.
Stay clear!
Once you're upside down, you know, all that blood rushes to your head.
And we're leaving!
Luckily, it was only for like 4 minutes or so.
It was awful. When they pulled me out of the overturned SUV, I just threw up all over the place.
Tough, man. Let me tell you something.
No, not me.
He's tough. He's game.
Stunt double's tough. Not me. Look at me. I got an umbrella over me. There's nothing tough about this guy.
Really get in here, okay, on Jason Bateman's face as he's being dragged out of that fucker, okay? I want that. Get that fucker fighting for his life. Realizing that Levitt is being dragged out. And what I want you to do, and Jamie, you in particular, when you see he's going and that it's not a rescue and he's got his hand out, I want you just to grab onto his hand as hard as you can and really make them rip it. And you two be grabbing at him. And then when you realize being grabbing at Levitt, yeah, Jason. And then as he gets out, I need to see you start to figure out how to scramble to get out. And there's going to be that weapon's going to be in a mount. I want you to reach for that weapon and start to get out. All right? Who's the 2 guys that are going for him? You guys, right? So you guys are going to move fast, right? Like you're moving fast, and you're looking, and you're looking, and you're looking, and that's who you're getting, right? Who speaks Arabic?
All right, that's going to be the driver.
All right, hurry, now move. Let's go. Go. Yelling it. Yelling, hurry! Go! Aslam, show hella! Fucking monkey fuck this is. It's all fucking nuts here.
What's going on?
Squeeze, Ken! Squeeze as hard as you can! That's good. Fuck you!
Grab the shoes! Grab the shoes!
Say, what are they doing? Just be like, scream. What are they doing?
What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing?
Okay, lose them. Now, Jen, try and get a weapon. Take your time. Bang, bang, look up. Bang, bang. Say, fuck.
Fuck.
Say there's more of them. Jen, say there's more of them. There's more of them.
There's more of them. Are you ready? Come on, there's more.
Say that again.
There's more of them. Come on. Let's go. You have living. Come on.
Good. Good.
Are you ready? Come on, there's more.
Say that again.
There's more of them. Come on.
That's scary. There's more of them. Like the monster.
Love it! I can't feel my fucking feet!
This doesn't sit well with me. Not on my watch. Not on my watch!
But my feet! My left and my right!
Are you out of your mind, woman? This is poppycock! See, you lean out this way, like you push through this glass here, and you're out leaning like this, right? This is a good shot, too.
Okay.
This might be a better shot, because that's fucking nuts. Yeah.
Okay. Ready, guys? Roll, please. Rolling. XA mark.
Ready! And action!
Action in the car. Struggling.
Yalla!
Are you okay?
Everyone up here!
Yeah.
Gun up! Go! Stay in that place, Jamie. Look back. Look back over. Back again. Say the line. We gotta move! Let's go and then go. That's good. That's the kind of thing we're doing. It's got to move, baby! There's something relentlessly appealing and addictive about the idea of a car crash. And so if you can figure out a way of putting characters that you really understand and care about into that car crash and then film a really bombastic crash, it all adds up to something fresh and doesn't feel like a rehash. So hopefully that's what we're doing. We'll find out one day.